Well, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. What a blessed day it is. It was a blessed morning. It was. But we are experiencing it right now with nice sunshine, cool weather. But God is in it all. Welcome to the platform of Project 365. What a blessed day it is to be able to share with you. And we are happy that you join us again. So happy that you join us again because there are so many other things that you could be doing, but you stopped by to hear what message we have today to share with you as it relates to hope, encouragement, and inspiration. Let's welcome our co-host. Takira, are you there?
Here. I had to
Oh,
unmute myself. Hi,
okay.
everyone.
It's all good. It's all good. I will introduce my guest momentarily. But before we start, I wanted to share this scripture with you. Being confident of this very thing, that he which hath begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Jesus Christ. That's when he's going to do it, until the day of Jesus Christ. And we know without a doubt, if he said it, I believe it, and that settles it. All right. Well, before we even start, I wanted to make sure you knew who I was. Just in case you've never tuned in before, my name is Portia Wheatley. I am the founder and president of Trophy of Life Incorporated. We have the vision of sharing hope and encouragement. And this project shares it all over the world. And we are grateful today to have a young lady with us who is going to share about the professional services that she renders. And before we release her to the platform, we wanted to make sure all of you go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. Subscribe to our channel so that we can go beyond Maryland, which is the state that I reside in, and we can go across the country. The country needs hope, encouragement, and inspiration. And that is what we're here to do on this day and the remainder of the year. That is what we're going to do. We're committed to doing that, bringing you hope, encouragement, and inspiration. Well, today we have my granddaughter. Her name is Jocelyn Farmer, aka Jossie. I am so elated to have her to share the platform with her, to have the platform, to have her on the platform. Um, and today we want young people all over the world to know that if you dream it, if you think it, if you believe it, you can have it and watch it be manifested in your life. All right. So without further ado, I just wanted to present Miss Jocelyn Farmer. Jocelyn, you got
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So basically, as you guys did see by the title, I am a doula. Um, there are many doulas out there, but let me tell you, a lot of people do get confused about what a doula is. So I'm gonna tell you real quick. So a doula is someone that gives educational, physical, and emotional support to their client. I also like to include the partner as well. But before we get into that,
it. Okay.
I'm going to tell you the difference between a midwife and a doula. So a midwife is like an OB, but they're more personable and they are medically trained and they deliver the babies. And doulas are not medically trained, but we are there to support the mother and or her partner throughout the whole process, whether that is pregnancy, labor and birth, and postpartum. There are a lot of doulas out there but for me, I do both birth, labor, and postpartum. Some
Ooh.
people don't they I would say like this. So some people they kind of separate the labor and birth aspect of it all. But I like to combine the two because it is a totally different process. And I recently changed some things in my business around because I wanted to fit me personally
Mm-hmm.
and what I do. And every doula is unique. But so a little bit about myself. I have been a doula for a year now, and I have recently created my own business called Empowering Doula Services. And throughout the transition, it was a little hard because I am a single parent and I have a 1 year old. He'll be 2 in 3 months. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. He's a wild child, but I still love him. I
I'm
still love
absolutely.
him. But it was really hard in the beginning trying to transition from being a single parent to my own business. But I can say I am really proud of myself and where I am today.
Good.
I have really accomplished so much. It's crazy. I give props to my mentor, Reve Sinclair. And the name of her business is Reve Sinclair. She also herself is she's the president of Dona Internationals, and she also is a doula herself. So she's a birth, labor, and postpartum doula as well. And that is what I do. So basically, for me, if we're empowering doula services, I like to make sure that my women or whomever else
Mhm.
um, that they're cared for. And the mother, she can either have, or they can either have their support partner. It could be their husband, their wife, their boyfriend, their girlfriend, their mother, whoever they want beside them. If they do not have anybody with them, that is fine. I am there to support them with open arms. It's a non-judgmental space. We want to create that safe space for them to open up and to be themselves. When it comes to birth, um, before that happens, we make sure, or I make sure, that I set a plan in place for them so that they have an ideal place um, for where they want to go, and also to create that safe place, whether it is in a hospital, at a birth center, or at their home. A lot of people do think that doulas only do home births, but it's not true. There are some doulas, now I can't speak for all, but I know there are some doulas that only do home births, hospitals, or birth center. I do it all because
Mm.
I feel like everyone needs help and everyone needs that extra push and support to keep going, to understand how their body works, and to understand that they're not alone in this. So that's where I come in, and I just make sure that the mother and or their partner gets that their fear, any doubts or anything, and just a clear mind. And I really, really, really encourage everyone that I am able to support to really look down and be like, you know what, I've got this. I can do this. And no matter what anyone says, I am me. And, I'm there to empower. My mission is to heal, educate, and empower. So it has been such a journey and I love it so much. With postpartum, I have decided to go the holistic way about doing things instead of doing the systematic way, because I've noticed that a lot of the doulas were not really not really paying attention to the mother
Mhm.
and making sure that she heals properly. And I like to make sure that every person that I am able to support gets that healing, that personal one-on-one healing time, and understanding, like how their body works,
Right.
that bonding with the baby, and also if they do have a partner, making sure that they are in alignment with everything that is happening, so they just won't be out, like, oh my gosh, what is going on?
Yeah.
So I I really encourage that whoever she has around, that really be there for her, regardless of the situation, because we got to pull together, especially in these times. A lot of people, the more in my business, I'm trying to spread awareness of doulas because a lot of people don't know or they just don't understand. And I'm willing to share that information however. Um, I can. So that is what I've been doing. I am so grateful for it. Each and every day, I'm trying to encourage everybody, letting them know that doulas are essential,
Yes.
even though now I can say that in the hospital realm, they're not really letting doulas, anybody really come in like that due to COVID.
Right.
But we are still there virtually with you, side by side with you. Whether even though it's virtually, we're still there with you. We never leave, and we'll always be there to hold your hand. And I just want everyone to understand that doulas are they're needed. They really are. They are needed. And whatever doula you work with, we are able to make sure your needs are met and to provide the services that you need and to create a payment plan for you if that is what you need. And we're able to negotiate all kinds of certain things. I know for myself, I am willing to help as many people as possible, especially during this time. And I am on call for my clients whenever they hire me. I am on call for them immediately. That is 24/7. And that is by phone, Zoom, that is by email, a phone call, whatever. Um, I just want them to know that I am there for them. It doesn't matter about what I got going over here, you know. So once they hire me, they hired me for my services and
Right.
for me to pay attention to them. Once I have that client, is all about them, not about me, about them. So that is pretty much it about
That is so
empowering doula
good.
services. But yeah,
Yeah.
I am so happy to share it with you all. I'm so grateful for this platform, and I hope you guys learned a lot today.
Definitely did. Oh my goodness. I hardly knew what it was. I had to look it up to see what it was. And I knew it would probably be something similar to a midwife, but I needed to know for myself the
Yeah.
difference, and not just needed to know for myself, but wanted to encourage you to keep doing what you're doing. That is
Yes.
something that a lot of, well, our culture, we don't usually participate in, but is something that is very needed and necessary. Now, do you find, before I turn it over to Kira, do you find that it is very fulfilling to you, what you do?
Yes, I before I'm not gonna lie. When I had my son, I wasn't thinking about being a doula. And be after I had a former doula. I mean, she was my doula when I had Aiden, my son, and she was very helpful. And I was like, you know what, this is really needed. So I found a passion. I am a full-time doula now. And I've been doing this since January of last year, and I don't plan on stopping. So
Wow, good.
and real quick, just to add, um, reading a book called Birthing Justice. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember the author, but it's a
Mhm.
really good book. It's funny that a lot of us don't know that before how the healthcare system was formed, and birthing professionals were formed, they were first started off by slaves. There were granny midwives, and that is who started it off. There was a small group of them, and they would be the midwife, the doula, the doctor, everything.
Mm.
But things started to turn around, and it's a long story, but I think it's important for everybody to understand how that happened, um, and where we are today, and trying to push more colored women into the industry. And also that's if they want to do it. It's not for everyone. It is a
Is it
lot of hard
Takira?
work, but
No, it's not.
it's not for everyone, but it is needed. So I am thankful for just me being a doula and just keep going in spite of what happens and what people say. I'm steady going because I want people to understand what it is and how I can help. So
That's the good part. Keep going. There
Mhm.
sometimes you have to turn your hand around to your back and encourage yourself, because especially if it's something that you want to do that's fulfilling to you,
mhm.
rather than to walk into something that well, Jocelyn, you should be doing this from someone else. Do what God has given you to do, or the gift that he's given you. Everyone can't do that. Everyone can't do that. But I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Kira?
So, one, congratulations. I am so proud of you. And I just want to I'm just so proud because you're so needed. No, really, you're so needed. Now, I don't have any children, but a lot of my friends have children. And I feel like if they had someone in their corner like you, that a lot of their situations could have been different when going through their pregnancy and delivering their baby. And the fact that you cater to your client in all aspects, not just physically, but mentally as well. And spiritually, really, like in here, that's a big part of it, because a lot of times people get pregnant. I've seen it. I've been there at the hospital with them. Their pregnancy, they really didn't have much support. They don't really know like what to expect, and they have the baby, and they're like, okay, here you go, and they're looking at me like, what do I do? And I'm like, girl, I don't know, I have kids. But someone using someone like you and taking advantage of the services that you offer would really help prepare mothers to deliver a whole human being into the world, and to be okay after it's done. And to, I'm pretty sure you encourage and support them, and let them know that, you're not losing yourself, because you have a whole little person who's going to take up your all of your time now. So all that can really drain you mentally and really settle into having a serious case of postpartum. So I really appreciate you for the services you offer. Just one question for you, since you do offer so much of yourself for your profession, how do you refill yourself or recoup from being drained from such an experience with everyone? Because I'm sure it could be physically and mentally taxing as well.
Yeah. So basically after every birth, or even if it's just like a 30-minute birth virtually or in person, because honestly, I can say I can be there for 4 hours, or I could be there for a whole 3 days with the client. Afterwards, I literally just breathe. I make sure I take my little shower. I take about a little nap, relax, and get myself together so that I can come back to reality. Because it is a lot of work. It really is. It is because you're literally not focusing on yourself. You're focusing on what their needs are. Um, so it really is a little. It's draining. I can be honest. But I do take time for myself. Sometimes I would need, after dealing with that client, I'll have like a little break. Sometimes I'll have client after client. And then once I'm able to get a break, I do take that time to relax and to fulfill myself of what I need into self-care. So.
Yes, self-care is very important. That's been a big theme for us this year so far. So thank you so much for sharing that. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you, Jocelyn, want another question? Do you find that, what was it? Well, can you walk a young lady through the pregnancy, or is it just at childbirth that you step in?
It's the whole way through. So pregnancy, birth, and postpartum, I'm there throughout.
Wow.
The whole thing.
That's good, because I find that a lot of young ladies that may get pregnant, their parents, or shall I say their mother, is not always there to walk them through the pregnancy, especially if they are young people. So that's good that you are there to help. Now, those that are in our audience, you may know of a young lady or even a woman that may be pregnant and does not have a support system. Jocelyn Farmer is the person. So we're going to put her information into the chat room. And I pray that you're able to reach out to that person. This is a time in our world that we cannot be so, I know we practice the social distancing, but we have to also reach out to people and show people that we care, we love, we see them, we respect them. And this is just a time in our world that the phone, Zoom, email, however you can reach out to an individual that you believe may be in need of help or assistance or support, be there for the person. It takes practice. When you're a person that is always to themselves, you got to practice reaching out to people. I remember when I first came to Kingdom Worship Center, and when I saw Pastor Tanya Dennis, her either greeting or later seeing you later was love you, love you. I'm like, girl, please just say hello or something. But and it was genuine. It was genuine, and I began to take on or adopt or embrace, whether it's love you or actually making contact, just letting someone know that I acknowledge who you are. I see that you're there. Don't ignore people.
Right.
So I began to adopt that, not necessarily love you and all of that, but the spirit in which she gave it in reaching out to people. So you have your own way, whether it's hey, hi, however you want to reach out, just let people know that you're there.
Yeah.
You're there because that shows the love of God, and that you are noticing. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Okay. Matter of fact, just for the fact of encouragement, those that are listening, would you put a word of encouragement in there for Jocelyn? If you've been watching, way to go, Jocelyn. Keep up the good work. I'm gonna check you out. Something for her so that she can go back and watch and say, oh, they actually believe in what I do, or I'm going to share this information. It's a little different than what we're used to, but I think I kind of like it. I don't think I can do it, but I like it. I like that you do it.
Right.
I like that you do it. Anyway, before we go, I want to again share information about our health challenge. Takira, can you share about that, please?
Yes, so we're doing a health challenge. It's going to be for 6 months. So the end date is it July the 16th? July the 16th.
July 16th.
Or June,
yes.
or June the 16th. July the 16th. There you go. So you have extra time, because I was going to say June. So, and so we're challenging everyone just to be their best selves and be as healthy as they can be. And we are giving a monetary reward for those who lose some pounds. You get $2 for every pound that you lose, so up to 25 pounds. And then the person who loses the most, I am going to double that myself, and I'm going to give $4 per pound for that individual. And it's just an incentive to encourage you to really, get off the couch, get out that chair. A lot of us have jobs we have to sit down all day, and just to get moving and be healthy so that you can do what you're supposed to do and walk in your purpose. You can't do that if you're unhealthy, especially in the times that we're in, like with COVID. Like, no, let's just get healthy, guys. I'm participating myself, not for the reward, but I need to just be healthier. And so do it with me. I'll be there with you throughout the journey. If you want to contact me, say, hey girl, this is hard. You sure can, because I'm going to say, yep, it sure is. I'm right with you.
Good.
But yes, so please send us an email if you have not. We were taking the first 5 people. You had to send your picture of you and your weight on the scale. Do not send it separately, because it will not be qualified. So a picture of you on the scale and your weight, and that's how you enter.
Very good. Last but not least, we want to share Project 365 with individuals who have been listening and viewing the segments. And what we're going to do, the last day of each month, we will draw a name from those who send. What was it? Send. The segment that you really you like the best, or
yes,
shall I say, that resonated with you more than any of them. We're going to draw that name on the last day of the month. The first day of the following month, we will announce it. So send your email to trophyoflife@gmail, Portia@trophyoflife.org. Was there another one? Well, one or the other, those two.
Yes,
And
that's it.
anytime you get a chance, check out our website, www.trophyoflife.org. I think that's it for the day. I think that's it. You good,
I think
Jocelyn?
that's
Yes,
it.
I am. I
I'm good as
appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Again, don't forget to go to YouTube. Go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. And then once I upload this particular share from Jossie, you will have that to view as well. So you
Awesome.
can, again, share, comment, and share again. All right. I love you so very much. God
Oh,
bless
yeah.
you until we see you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Have a
Bye.
great day, guys.